Hello mates, my name is Risk and welcome to a game called God's Basement. Now, I'm sorry if I look a little bit grumpy. I've actually been recording for 3.5 hours Giraffe Town and I do not have enough footage for an episode. What the game is trying to do is be like getting over it, but it's not as good as getting over it, and it's more unfair, more buggy. So I think we're done with that game for now. And I just need to play something else. And yeah, apparently I'm not gonna stream today too because of it. Waste all my time. Tips: press the interact key to use objects. The default key is E, but you can change the controls. If you get stuck you aren't sure what you're supposed to do, use the hints found in the pause menu. A hint is automatically given if you stay inside an area for more than 6 minutes. Well, that's great. We're in God's basement. What is he doing here? Probably smoking weed and making let's plays. Or playing Fortnite. God's basement. Press A to interact. Oh. So this is some sort of a hub world. Welcome to the afterlife. Congratulations, you're dead. Don't worry. We still love you. Here's a trophy. You deserve it. Where are you exactly? You can call this place God's basement. Wondering where everyone is? You'll meet them soon enough. One last thing. You can't leave. That's just great. I don't see God in the office. I bet he's hiding somewhere. Chapter 1 until chapter 11. Okay. Let's give this a go and see if this game is any good. I really hope it is. I really need something good after Giraffe Town. My god, that game left me such a bitter taste in my mouth. Okay. That took like a minute and a half. But we're finally over. Well, I just woke up in an office. Am I God? I'm not God. But you know, some people may mistake that. Okay, that was... Let's cut the jokes, okay?
Hello, and welcome to God's Basement, a place for special individuals such as yourself. I realize that you may be a bit confused at the moment, but don't worry, everything will be explained soon. You might not be able to remember everything about your past just yet, but those memories will return soon. You might be wondering who else is here, but you'll meet the inhabitants of God's basement soon enough. I know that I might seem suspicious, but for now, I'm going to need you to trust me. Whenever you're ready, exit the room and keep walking until you find the room with the blue light. From there, I'll provide further instructions. Also, if you see or hear anything strange or unusual, ignore it to the best of your ability. I'll talk to you once you reach the designated area. Good luck.
Thank you. So, the guy I just spoke to is not God, right? I mean, that guy is busy, probably. So yeah, something about finding a room with a blue light. Sure, I'll do that. I can do that. He also said to ignore with the best of my ability from stuff that may be a little bit distracting. Now, I don't know what those distracting things are, but you know. Arrogant young grandmother. Oh, this is me, James. Okay, family tree, that's nice. Family tree makes my game lag. A lot. Cannot open the door. Alright. Well, this meeting room does not have a blue light, does it? Okay, just notice there is no room. Actually. Like we're in a closed space. This is a closed space. I don't know where to go. This door is locked. And everything else is also locked. Use object V. I used it? Did I use it? Okay. Donkey, get out of my dump. Said Shrek when he found Donkey rolling in his shit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Is this... It's not a puzzle, is it? Two Dead in Fatal Crash by Stephen Miles. Fatal accident that occurred last weekend and currently being investigated. Reports say that an elderly couple, along with their infant grandson, were driving along an interstate highway. When the driver lost control, the vehicle swerved off the road and crashed into a tree. The driver, a retired elderly man by the name of Frank Young, was killed in the accident along with his infant grandson Kevin Young. I'm not Kevin Young though. The only survivor of the crash, Margaret Young, is in stable condition. Rumors suggest that alcohol might have been involved in the accident, but there is insufficient evidence to properly conclude the suspicion. Oh, grandmother is now dead. Okay. And Kevin is also dead. Okay, Margaret Young also died. Didn't she? I don't know. What do we do now? Well, the donkey is hiding all the way over there now. Let's see, who died in the crash? Kevin... The only survivor of the crash, Margaret Young, is stable condition. Okay. So Margaret survived that. Okay. I found a key. Alright, cool. Okay, that took me like 15 minutes to get through. But hey, at least I did it. Listen, after playing Giraffe Town, anything is better than Giraffe Town. So even if I end up wandering for like 15 minutes locked in a room waiting for something to happen, guess what? I'm still gonna have remotely fun if the game is good. So yeah. I'm actually really interested in this game so far. Like, I'm looking for clues what's going on. And yeah, I guess he told me to ignore it until I find a room with a blue light. There it is. But I don't think I can get in there without a hammer to remove these nails. God's basement needs a hammer. Yeah, I noticed. Now, why would they lock the room with a hammer, but ask me to go in there anyway? Okay, so I have the hammer. Removing barricade, yeah, sure.
If you are new to God's basement, trust the operator. He will guide you.
Well, I'm already not gonna trust the operator. Because I know... The entire thing is that as soon as you start, it's like, oh, trust the operator, trust the operator, trust the operator. It's like, chill, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna make my own decision. Even if it's God. Okay. And now I'm gonna end up killing my soul somehow. Wait for further instructions. Oh, okay.
I see you found your way to the Blue Room. I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding it.
Nah.
By the way, I forgot to mention who I am. Just call me the operator for now. It's not an official name, but I find it quite catchy. You're making great progress so far. We've been having some issues with the lights recently, so you'll need a flashlight.
Oh, great.
There's one in the next room on a table, next to a radio. It'll be quite handy in the upcoming areas. I know that this may not be what you expected, but the truth is, there are many versions of life after death, and God's basement is one of them. Thank you for trusting me. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Once again, if you run into anything suspicious or strange, ignore it to the best of your ability. I'll talk to you again in the next room, after you've retrieved the flashlight. Good luck.
Okay, again. For forwarding the narrative that, oh, you must trust the operator. Thank you so much for trusting the operator. I mean, what kind of a choice do I have, right? So next to a radio, he said. I think I'm just gonna continue forward until we find... Okay, I found it. There's the radio and there's the flashlight. There is also a note here. Dear Mother, sorry I haven't been answering your calls. I know it wasn't your fault, but losing Kevin and Dad has taken a toll on all of us. I think Sarah and I just need some time to grieve and accept what happened. Take care. Your son, Neil Young. Neil is actually the dad. So... Neil. Neil... Alright, cool. So I have a flashlight now. By the way, if you want to see more of this game, let's shoot for somewhere around 200 likes. If we reach anywhere around that, I'll definitely continue playing more of it. And so far, I'm really interested in the game, the way that it's telling its narrative. Okay, so this room is locked. So what am I supposed to do?
I see you found a flashlight. Past this door, things can get quite dangerous. Your memories from your past life are still probably blurry, but they'll start coming back shortly. For the time being, make your way down through the hallway. I highly advise you not to spend too much time looking around. If anything makes an attempt to get your attention, ignore it to the best of your ability. If you see anything or anyone approach you, do whatever is necessary to avoid contact with that entity. Most importantly, do not, I repeat, do not acknowledge their existence. If you follow these guidelines, you should be just fine. Give me a minute or two to unlock the door. Once the screen shows that it is unlocked, you may proceed. I'll see you again soon. Good luck.
Okay. So, this gives me a little bit of time to think. Should I ignore it or not? I mean, I know he said I should ignore it. But like, since when he's the big boss around here, right? We're gonna be a big boy and form our own opinions about stuff. And acknowledgement. Alright, can you open it already? Jesus Christ. Am I actually gonna wait a full minute? A full? Hey, how dare you? You almost hit me. That's the radio. It came from there. What's going on in this room? Everything seems to be completely the same, and now the door is green. So great. That was just there to distract me, I guess. Let's close the door because I'm a nice person. Doesn't matter if I'm in some sort of a heavenly office. I'm not gonna wait for them to... God did not forgive me. Who wrote that? Oh, what is that picture over there? It's mom. It looked like a mom. Deep psychology. Okay. She looked like a mom, anyway. Huh. Door locked. Door open? Oh no, the light behind me turned off. Are you sure there is nothing weird about this desk now? Okay, just making sure. This room is still locked. Okay. So... haven't really seen anything that already screams in my head to ignore it. Wait, we're locked in here. I guess we have to go back. I mean, I have no other idea what else we can do. That's the radio playing on the other side. Okay, do you want me to focus on the picture again? Because I already did that. I'm just sitting here waiting for something. Okay, so interacting that with the fourth time made something happen. Okay. Can I open it? I mean, it's just stuck there. Oh, hello. Get acknowledged. You know, some people need some sort of acknowledgement, otherwise they don't move on. So I guess she's one of them. She was like... Did she escape? Where'd she go? I'm sorry, guys. I have to check this room. The door behind me locked. Is it
In other news, a car crash resulted in the death of a grandfather and an infant child. Authorities reported that the car swerved off the road and crashed into a tree. The only survivor was the grandmother of the infant child. Although she suffered major injuries, she is currently in stable condition. Authorities also reported that the grandfather was driving the vehicle and that alcohol might have been involved in the incident.
I mean, it's telling us exactly what we have already heard. God did not forgive me. So is the grandpa like sad? And he's like, God did not forgive me for killing the infant child? I don't know. Get me out of here, though. That's something that I do know. Okay. Great, I can move forward. That's really good. Let's check in here before we move on. There is a note right here. They never answered any of my letters or calls. I waited an eternity to hear the sound of their voices. That's a little bit creepy. Maybe you're calling somebody who is already dead. Maybe that's what it's referring to. It's trying... I don't know. But like... I'm trying to make sense of what I just read. Alright, this door is locked. Maybe we'll need to come back here and try and open it. This door is also locked, so I think we'll have to backtrack and figure... Man, I'm actually really into the game. At first I was getting really annoyed because of the drown out section, but now it's like the story is so interesting. Okay. It's a lady crying. It's a bit consistent with the letter, if you think about it. Not getting an answer. And she's sad and she's crying. Oh, the phone is ringing again. Okay, I'm gonna sit here for like 5 minutes listening to her weeping. Oh, the door is open! Okay, this time I ignored the phone call and closed the office when I heard the phone call. Good. Okay, I was unsure if that actually is what I'm supposed to do, but apparently it is. And back. Where am I? This time there is a camera. Okay, it's not following me, that's good. There's a note right here. Dear Mother, hey, I know it's been a while since we last saw each other, but I just wanted to let you know that the delivery was successful. It's perfectly healthy boy, and we've named him James. He's absolutely adorable, and I can't wait for you to meet him. Take care, your son, Neil. Man, so James is me. I'm James.
I'm glad you made it through in one piece. Whatever you saw might have jogged your memory a bit, even though all of it occurred before you were born. Your parents, Neil and Sarah Young, had a son named Kevin. Your grandparents were looking after him when an unfortunate incident occurred. After losing their only son, your parents decided it would be best to create some distance between your grandmother. Although she tried her best to seek their forgiveness, the grief they felt was too painful. For a long time, they stayed out of contact with your grandmother. After a few years, they had you, James Young. They still were quite distant with your grandmother, possibly afraid the same incident might happen again. I don't want to bore you too much with those details. There is something I require from you. For you to unlock more of your memories, you need to go deeper into God's basement. To do that, you need to retrieve a security card to get past the door to your right. Fortunately, there is one down the hallway to your left. Just follow it all the way down, past the area with the red lights, and it should be in a storage room filled with shelves. Once you retrieve it, bring it back and slide it across the panel next to the door. I know you still have your suspicions, but I swear all your questions will be answered. Once you have a complete understanding of your past life, I'll tell you what God's basement really is, but you have quite some ways to go. Keep doing exactly as I say. And one last thing, good luck.
Wait a second. Okay, so I got it a little bit confused. I thought it's, No. Yeah, I probably got it wrong. I guess I thought it was the mother asking for forgiveness because, like, we saw a creepy looking lady, but it could have been anything. It could have been the grandmother or the mother. So, yeah, that's, I guess, my bad for not understanding. Alright, so we need something to slide on the panel. So I guess I'm gonna go... I thought the door is starting to close slightly. I think we can close it. But yeah. Visitors, please report to the office before entering. Should I do that? I'm not a visitor. Okay. Red light right here. There's something near next to it. Last night I had a dream. I was walking towards my son and his family. They looked so happy together and I yearned to be a part of it. As I kept walking, they kept shrinking, becoming more and more distant. Even as I increased my pace, the space between kept exponentially increasing until they disappeared. I haven't seen them since the accident. My son writes to me every now and then, but will never answer any of my calls. I haven't heard his voice in years. They recently had another child, an adorable baby boy. I desperately wish to see him. My son wrote to me saying that he couldn't wait for us to meet. I pray that he keeps his word. Margaret Young. So I guess this is what confused me then. Because, like, the dad was, like, you know, all Gucci with the grandma in the notes, but when it come to any actual interaction that involved voice or meeting, there was none of it. There was just complete silence. Anyway, there is 6 panels. I need to figure out which one I gotta press, right? This may take a while, because I'm not entirely sure. No, okay, I think I'm sure. So there is 6 screens and 3 of them are turned on. So let's try and just splitting them up. So the first 3 are these first 3, and then these other 3 are the rest. So I think bam, bam, bam. Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Alright, so I did that. Now that it's all blue, perhaps something unlocked somewhere. Oh, this door. Okay, so this is a storage room, right? I should be able to find the thing that I need to slide under the panel. Not that I see it at the moment, but I'm sure we'll encounter it any moment now. Oh man, this storage area gave me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, let's just ignore for now. What is that music? Where is it coming from? Okay. Hey, found a security card. Oh, this is not good. The light just gave in. Hold up, I still am curious. What is this sound? I guess if I'm not getting an answer, I'm gonna leave. Alright, cool, I'm gonna leave. Okay, I think we have to move. Who's crying? Should I... Oh no. I really want to see what it is. Okay, she disappeared. I think I can leave for now. So I guess that's the grieving grandmother. Man, it's so sad. They're like keeping her away from the child. And I think it's completely stupid. Because the grandmother was driving. The grandpa was driving with alcohol. So the only way is like... Maybe they're blaming her for not taking action against the drunk grandfather. Or grandpa. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the story's gonna unravel the more we go in, right? Just slide that card. Slide that baby boy in there. And there we go. Cool. I'm gonna remind you guys that if you want to support me so I can keep making videos on YouTube, you can do so in my Patreon page. There is a card info on the top right corner of the screen, and if you click on it, it will take you to my Patreon page. And even if you end up supporting with the $1, it would be really helpful if you just chime in and support. So thank you so much for checking it out, and thank you guys so much for watching the video. I want to play more of this game, so if you want to see more, drop likes, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.